One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo. You can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo. You can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo. can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along.
And now that you know the lyrics, this time, sing along. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good. I am Rodeo. We are retro. This is the Retro Rodeo. And it's okay, Disco. I knew you'd get there. I knew you'd get there if you just thought about it for a second. Glad to see you in here too, Vagrant. Ready for some Metal Gear action? I think when we last left off with this, Snake had just, I can't remember what the reveal was. I think it was that Metal Gear Ray was here on the big shell, and or it was something got revealed that was important. When it said the name, you remembered. Yeah, you're right. That was the other thing. I was getting there. Snake had revealed with the ninja that it is in fact Olga, the Russian woman who is the spy, who is the ninja. And then they proceeded to knock us the fuck out. And at this point, it really seems like Snake might be betraying us. Maybe not betraying us in a lethal sense, but certainly in he has his own agenda and wants to make sure we don't mess with it kind of sense. Pataki. Yeah, that's right. It's Olga G. Pataki from Hey Arnold. She is here to get revenge. And I think where we're picking up right here is us waking up after the ninja had knocked us out. Let me just take a moment to fix the camera. I figured out why the camera does that. The camera naturally has a feature where it's supposed to like follow me, but I don't have it set up quite right. So the camera, I think, tries to follow me, but because it's not set up right, it just like shifts the whole thing to the side and then just like screws itself up, I think. Good news though is it's always been an easy fix. There's literally one like a checkbox that I hit, deactivate when not showing. And whether I have it checked or not, it still does this. But checking it and unchecking it or rechecking it or whatever always seems to fix it too. So all in a day's work, right? All it has to do is just wreck. It just has to wreck itself somehow. Because it's really doing me a favor, right? Because it wouldn't be a stream if something didn't work. Something's always got to break down or go wrong on a stream, and it's making sure that it happens. But with that said, let's continue on.
It was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database.
Maybe under a different name.
He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However,
maybe
I know
if you
this man.
searched up Senor Poopy Pants, you would find him. Pseudo MSG poster with Ben Stillin. Yeah, that's where the title of the stream comes from.
It's been a while.
That's why the
hasn't
stream is called, like,
it?
Metal
Jack the
Zoolander.
Ripper?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Ow! That's...
High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Ah, we're button mashing. Oh yeah, that's actually been my phone wallpaper for a long time.
This is my son. I taught him everything.
Just in case you ever wanted proof.
Jack.
You know, there it is.
I
It's
never
been
thought
my
I'd see you
wallpaper for a
again.
long time.
You know me?
You don't remember.
It's also I have a
Your name,
like a
your
clipped like
skills.
so it's just the circle.
Everything you know.
So then it's
you
just the
learned
circle
from
and the
me.
heads, and that's my my PlayStation Plus avatar as well.
The 80s. A civil war.
Oh, we're learning about Jack's
You
background.
were
Okay.
one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames.
Oh,
including
you're
White
gonna see a
Devil
lot of
and
those,
Jack the
Vagrant.
Ripper.
Get used to them.
Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he...
So reminder too here, Ocelot, this fella right here, his right arm was cut off in the first game, and now his new right arm that he has was replaced with Liquid's right arm. And there are moments in the story where it seems like somehow Liquid takes over his body and is then the one in control. We have yet to get any rhyme or reason to it, but that is what happens.
He knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Kind of like right now.
Happening again?
Could it be that
Because
he's here
Kojima.
too?
That's right. I also like how that head floated over
In
and it
another
looked
hour, we'll
almost
demonstrate the
perfectly
power of
like it was
Arsenal
his
gear.
head on the body.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed
perfect.
as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered.
Welcome to Metal Gear Solid, the only other franchise with a storyline
You're the
that's
spitting
almost
image
as
of Big
impossible
Boss.
to follow as Kingdom Hearts. That is right. I think Kingdom Hearts is... See, that's the difference, though. Is Kingdom Hearts is actually impossible to follow. Even the developers aren't able to follow it. Like, there's only a couple of people in Square who actually do, like, fully understand the timeline and everything that's happening in Kingdom Hearts. Everyone else just does what they're said. The actual developers have said that and confirmed it. Spring, how you doing? Glad to see you in here. We're playing some Metal Gear, Metal Zoo Gearlander. But that's the difference is they don't know what's going on. The people at the people who've worked on the Metal Gear games, they do know what's going on.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Hope you're doing good, Spring. Glad to
This
see you here.
situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Time to fix these plot holes. That's right.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
I know a lot of people who play Kingdom Hearts. They also don't know what's going on. They only understand the moment to
Mr.
moment.
X, Ninja?
They understand,
Correct.
hey, I gotta
It's
go
me.
save
I
Elsa.
thought you were the leader of the
Yeah.
Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A
I don't know why
smokescreen?
and I don't
I
know
was
how,
sent
but
to
I gotta go
provide
save
support.
Woody from Toy Story.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
The
I
lolly-loo-lay-lo.
deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots.
Oh.
It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I
She
was
said with
expecting at the time.
disdain in her
When I
voice.
gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I
Just
thought you were
completely
enemies.
shuts
He
him
wasn't
down.
responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him
That
our
is pretty
lives.
F though, legit. And you know, it does also give
2
good
years
reason
ago,
for
they
why
were
she's doing what
responsible
she's
for getting
doing.
us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this,
Huh?
when I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
Literally, actually holding hands, not just a metaphor.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But
Did
why
it
would
all
the
for the
Patriots want to
baby.
help me?
Come on,
Are
the
they
baby.
hoping I'll take
Come on.
Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
Metal
The passageway
Gear.
leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there.
That's
I
right,
gave him a card
Capo.
key for
Nice
the
to see you
hangar.
here, buddy.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even
Here
for
for
Snake,
some,
it's impossible to completely destroy
Metal
this thing.
Gear
The only option
Lander
is to stop
Zoo.
Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Oh! I like how she said brace yourself and then gives no time for me to actually do it. Oh, I would pay. Even if that movie was an absolute flop, I'd see it 7
Jack,
times.
are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
If that was
Jack, is it
actually
true?
the
What
casting,
Solidus said?
I'd watch it
Yes.
a
It's
dozen times in
unbelievable.
theaters.
Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over
Wow.
300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
Okay, so technically the game we're playing is Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence, which does the persona thing of like this version came out like I think it was a year or two after the original, had some extra stuff added to it, extra missions, things like that. But is still essentially the same game. You want to see the most useless extra feature that got added? Watch their heads when we come back into this codex call.
It wasn't your fault.
Whoa!
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised,
Whoa!
fed, and had a
I
bed
got
to sleep
full
in.
control
I
over.
think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Whoa!
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with
It looks
macho
like they're
guys and big
dancing.
guns.
Very
They call it
entertaining.
image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us
Gunpowder
drugged,
had Halloween in it.
controllable.
Oh my god!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain.
Glad to see all you
But
guys here.
nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't
That's
work
right.
that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
Jack was a child soldier and then was basically like selected, brain wiped, made into like put through the VR and all that. He was basically a really good child soldier, and then they wiped his brain, refined his talents through VR, and made him into the killing machine he is now. But he still remembers, actually. I would actually argue that that would be even more terrifying because he doesn't know where these memories are coming from. Like, he figures it out eventually, right? But those times early on when he has those memories that are so vivid, it's like he actually lived it, but he doesn't know why, and it feels like you're living someone else's life, and it's a terrible, traumatic child soldier life. That would be terrifying. I know nothing about you. I couldn't be more madly in love. Oh, VR training from the bingo card. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I think they have actually mentioned nanomachines at one point already. I think they mentioned nanomachines. Was it in one of the vamp fights, I think? I can't remember. You missed it. That's right. I think it was with vamp they mentioned nanomachines. Nanomachines, son. Yeah. Uh yeah, I was a little quiet because I was giving the serious moment its proper credit of being a serious moment. We could still make fun of it though, right? But giving it its proper due.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack.
You are technically right, Disco, because they were talking about using the codec for nano communications. That you are technically right, but I'm not going to count that as nanomachines because they use nanomachines for so many other things, right? But you're not wrong.
I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Now remember, Vagrant, you're talking about like, oh, that clever bit of censorship there. You're about to see a whole lot more of that censorship. But we can't take a moment to just look at that ass. Look at that booty. Jack, I once left a $10 tip on a $200 bill. Kind of a shame you gotta wait this long. Yeah, right? Up till now, Jack Ryden has basically just been getting manipulated constantly. Jack brought the cake. That's right. Yeah, he just gets manipulated, right? And you know that there's something to him because they wouldn't just select him if he was a VR trainee. There's got to be something, but they don't tell you what. And now we're actually like in the last part of the game, I think. He's hiding his junk pretty good. Gotta protect the goods. Oh, yeah, that's right. They give you medicine. Yeah, if I remember right, it is. This next part's gonna get real something. For those who don't know, I don't want to say anything, but arguably probably the best stream of the bunch this might be. We're gonna see. It's a suppository.
You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men.
Ugh,
We must recover Arsenal intact.
The
Colonel,
prison pocket,
are you under
yeah.
orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
So what if I keep talking to the Colonel?
Raiden, rendezvous with that man and get your gear back. There's a door on the northeast, second level. Get yourself over there. Raiden, you won't be able to hang, throw, or chokehold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh, really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
Raiden, with nothing to protect your body, any attack you sustain will cause greater damage than usual. Avoid combat at all costs.
Like you have a child already? Ooh.
Colonel, is this?
Right. The famous mass production Metal Gear. That entire section seems to house a maintenance line for Metal Gears.
Jack.
I'm all right.
Those mass production Metal Gears are in adjustment phase. They're not a threat, but it's entirely possible that there's an operational Metal Gear somewhere ahead. Stay focused. Raiden, be on the lookout. Those soldiers are outfitted with special gear.
Roger. Armed with what?
Probably arsenal gear equipment called Tengu. The suits use exoskeleton technology to augment human strength and improve mobility with artificial muscles. Not the kind of opponent you want to take on without your weapon or other equipment. You'll just have to move about without being seen. Understood?
Okay, so we gotta be super stealthy. He was just letting him know the spices that they have for dinner later. That's right. No response from Snake. No response from Stillman, because he's dead. No response from Mr. X, because it's actually a Mrs. Raiden, we're making potatoes with fresh rosemary.
Hey, Jack.
Good time to save. We haven't saved since 13 days ago, so probably a good time to save.
Jack, I was serious when I said I wanted you to propose to me.
Rose?
I was really worried. There are times when it seems like you're not really looking at me and that if I looked away for a moment, you'll disappear. I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away. I thought that if we lived together, maybe things would change. That maybe we could change things ourselves. But that wasn't the problem. There was something deeper.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack. I love you. I really do. Please believe me. Whatever happens.
Rose?
Bye, Jack.
Ooh, that sounded like final goodbye. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 2. Secret codec frequency. Slice of life Metal Gear anime? No, I really can't, actually. Okay, so we have the Colonel. Yeah. We have Rosemary. We have Pliskin. We have Stillman. We do not have in the Emma one, but it might be too late for that. Yeah, it's too late to get the Emma one. We have the Mr. X. Let's see. What about the one for Ames? I feel like there's a lot of these that are like, they are frequencies. You do unlock them, but they don't all do something. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I mean, I also tried to call Stillman's corpse, but I didn't hear you saying anything about that.
Emotional damage!
Hey, maybe she was faking it. Oh, no response from Ames. Let's see. What about the president? President Jim Johnson. Or John Jimson. I can't remember which. Oh. He's a very still man now. Stillman was the explosives expert. We saw his dead body floating in the water. No response from the president. Oh, and it says that's all of them. Unless there's like another super secret one that's not on that list for some reason. Let's see here. No, Stillman was here. Yeah, he tried to stop the bombs in this shell and it blew up. And then, we had to come back to this shell to get Emma. And so we found his dead body in the water. Let's see. Nope. You might have missed something. No, I'm not seeing anything else for like secret codex. If you guys know, feel free to tell me. Hmm, 42069. Okay. Let's try 42069. Nope. Not gonna work. That's too many numbers. Or we don't go up that high. We can do 4069. Damn, no response to the 69. We did try Ames, yeah. Oh, Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, okay. I was trying to do the, like the chokehold from the back, but for obvious reasons, I can't do that.
Right. Turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry. It's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Right. Something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me.
Oh my God!
What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it. Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Oh God, he flipped up here.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
He's calling me in the middle of this firefight.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl. The return of Ginola.
Yeah, I died. Okay. No trying to sneak up and get a guy. We gotta go full stealth.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
To answer your previous question, Disco, yes, we tried Ames and we tried the president. Bullets hurt without your gear. Without your Metal Gear. Oh, crap.
川西、寄せ口、木の伸び橋、滝山、奥数の漏れ、鈴見が滝、ただ、山の、石の峠、海の、山しか、すさめ、アフダイ、特別大、妙見土地。Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Oh, crap. So, we had a bot just come in, and in my attempts to, you guys are gonna have to forgive me here. Yeah, I just saw that too. I'm gonna message him on Discord. I was trying to get the bot, accidentally clicked him. I'm gonna message him on Discord. Let him know it was an accident. He did technically get banned for like 1 second.
Howdy.
Dark comes in just in time to see that too. I'm messaging him right now. Yeah, bro took a stray right there. Oh, that's no good. Please, no more ban. Okay, good to see you're okay, Disco. Sorry about that, man. You know, as who said it? As Vagrant said, you took a stray bullet there, buddy. was not meant for you. I'm sure you figured that out, though, right?
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
So, Colonel's kind of going nuts over here. God damn it.
I was a North American fall redwood in my past life. Oh, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
Having a stroke or something? He's having a something, that's for sure. I think I accidentally just crouched. Oh, ration. Ration is good.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
There is a part where he tries to do that, Dark. He mentions, turn off your console. You've been playing enough. Ow! Please stop shooting me! Please stop! Stealth is optional. So is clothing.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code. Snake. Remember what de Gaulle said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
Want to know what the writers were on? Yeah, right? The guy was banging Rosemary. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You wouldn't be trying to give yourself a bogus score using some ingenious trick with you. That's just about as low as anyone could possibly stoop. I can't believe you sometimes. Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galloway, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete. Variety level 13.
Oh, he's starting to repeat himself. Okay. When he, oh, no! They were just waiting,
Jack,
right?
what's
They're
going
just
on?
waiting at the
Answer
bottom
me.
of the stairs
Jack?
while we're having these
Jack?
conversations. The guys at the bottom of the stairs be all like,
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
right in the giggle berries. That's right.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home. Variety level 13.
I'm gonna skip over the ones that we've already heard. Ah, crap! Crap! Holy crap, it's a crapple! And he's gonna slug me too. Yeah. Sweep the leg. Oh my god, I'm trying so hard to run, but there's holes in the stairs.
No. No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
It's possible.
Honestly, though, you have
No! Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh my god! Cartwheeling! Cartwheeling to freedom! He backflipped me. Come on. Okay, we got one step further than we did before. We got up the stairs. Oh my god.
No, this isn't happening.
Yeah, I think you
Jack,
just saw
have
what
to
happens when you
answer
try to
me.
cartwheel.
Jack!
Yeah, you get yeeted when you try to cartwheel. Oh my god, okay.
Shut up and take my dollary dues.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you, AGB. Oh, I'll take that. Oh, ooh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Look out, Snake! Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, stop trying to fight enemies with your dick. He tries to pull out his shorter sword. Oh, crap, crap. Okay, there's a camera over here, though. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh my god, we're finally doing it. Oh my god, we did it. Oh, just had to believe.
infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Whew. The stand and stretch worked. Yeah. That's what I needed. I needed to stretch the brain out.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Oh, ration. Again?
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time.
Metal Gear.
With your time.
That's right, Cluster. Ooh, what's that in the corner?
Variety level 13.
Yeah, half the voice
Rescue
acting
Metal,
budget.
The return of Ginola.
Store the rations in the prison wallet. That's right.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some
every
things
time
I
that you
didn't tell
pooped.
anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych
Takes
profile
off the
with
wig
fine-tooth
and a
comb.
mask. It's a
was
black
my
dude
job.
underneath, white
Great
chick style.
Performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play
My
out
real
this,
name's
this
Tyrone
artificial
Chabone.
romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be
Damon
someone
Wayans,
I
yeah.
wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are.
Though
The
these days it
person
would be
I knew
Jordan
isn't
Peele.
real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that?
Ugh.
It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
And I think here, very early on in the game, you can find an electric razor. And I think there's a point in the game where I gave him the electric razor. And I think it's that if you give him that razor at like the start of the game, he comes into this scene shaved, right? And if I don't, he has like the full beard that he had as Pliskin. Just little things that change, right? At the near the start of the game, when we first meet him as Pliskin, you can find an electric razor, and it does nothing. But if you talk to Pliskin after the initial conversation, he'll be like, "Hey, here, I thought you could use this," and give him the electric razor. Look at that cake.
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there.
And the reason why they give you medicine is because in the harder difficulties, you can actually catch
Sorry
a
about
cold
earlier. I had to
while
use you as bait to
you're
gain
standing there
access to
naked.
Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've
25
faced
Metal
that many Metal
Gear.
Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on
Double
Stinger
Agent
missiles.
Snake.
Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
All right, we get the sword.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right analog stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
All right. Now this is the game is now Metal Gear Rising. We are now Metal Gear Rising. Let's chop open the door. Nope. I guess we're going this way. Or is it, like, still giving us more time to play with the blade? It must be.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely.
Oh, makes it non-lethal. Good to know. Infinite ammo
Wait up,
headband.
Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder, not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake, starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
I think Jack the Ripper was the name that he got. It was the name that he got as a child soldier. Okay, but I do have ads that I have to push through, so I'm going to send you guys off to the AFK screen, and when we get back, we will get right at this. I'll leave you guys with some tunes while we're at it, though. Okay. We are back. Let's keep going with this Metal Gear. We're pretty close to the end, I think, actually. I think we have, I want to say, like two closely back-to-back boss fights left to do, though.
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Gotta fix the camera again, though.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
No, immediately start the fight. Let's give this blade a try. Ask Otacon about the boxers.
There's a door at the north end of that corridor. Solidus should be somewhere on the other side. Stay with Snake and keep north.
What's the Colonel got to say?
Variety level 7. Shoot down the space invader. Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFOs.
Oh, well, at least training's postponed.
Snake, there's a fork in the conveyor belt. The machine is automatically sorting cargo according to some system. Take a good look at the device. Big boss here. Enter the track on the bridge to the right. Over. Communicator Entertainment Program, Idea Spy 2.5, Episode 1, New York. Here in the city where dreams come true and desires rule, something is being bought, sold, and thrown away, even as we speak. But behind the scenes of business as usual, the nefarious J.E. Corporation lines its already bloated coffers with profits from worthless products. As J.E. swindles yet another innocent into purchasing high-priced junk, the FBI mobilizes a top-secret task force to put a stop to the menace. Now, the city's best-kept secret spy is out there, briefed and ready to protect the people from J.E., the catalog of conspiracy. Just call him 2.5.
I feel like that's gotta be a reference to something, and my first instinct is that it must be a reference to Police Knots. Which, actually, if the poll sticks how it is, and thank you everyone for re-voting on it, if the poll sticks to how it is, Police Knots is going to be the next game that we play after this one, which will be a first time for me as well.
You got a PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Merrill.
Oh, we saw the skull there for a brief second.
Snake, like Shakespeare.
Oh, there it is.
Knots had, all spent, where our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy, or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake. Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw...
Oh, we heard this one already. All right. Let's see if we can beat these guys up. Cartwheel. Ration. I am doing very poorly. Did I grab the ration? Where did he throw it? I saw him throw a ration. Where'd it go, though? Are we supposed to be standing here? Oh, we'll put on some body armor, though. That's a good call. Oh, game's chugging. Door is not opening of its own accord. There we go. Oh, game's chugging.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The Colonel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most
I've
likely
been
stimulating
talking with
cortical activity in the
ChatGPT.
dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The Colonel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the Colonel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden.
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
AI was too stupid to converse with, yeah. Well, like I said, Kojima does a really good job in these games of predicting future technology.
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Help! Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I
Got
remember
an ad
about
for the
her
Parasite Eve
Don't
remake.
jump to conclusions.
There's
You
no
and Otacon
remake.
Are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Oh, I'm like bleeding out. Kojima, when he makes these games, or when he used to make these games, I should say, he actually had like military experts that he consulted with to basically be all like, okay, I need you to tell me about some technology that the military is doing, and I need it to be like technology that's feasible in the next 50 years, I think he said. Like, tell me stuff, because I have these ideas for things I want to do, and I need to know if this is feasible in the next 50 years with technology and military and weapons and all that. He had experts that he consulted with all the time for these games. Bandage. Stop the bleeding. Have myself a little snackaroo. So it would not surprise me if Kojima with that was able to predict like the AI that we have and use today. Oh, the game's chugging. Okay, we are we are not gonna try to sword this. Oh, but we could try to hit him with some grenades. Wow, I suck at hitting guys with grenades. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's chugging so hard. Oh! Fish and mailed! Fish and mailed, everyone! We need to Emmett or Continent. Fish and mailed? I don't know if it came from this game, but it's quite possible. Oh. Would help if I, had my gun equipped. Oh no! Our mail got fissioned again! Oh, we have one bullet left in this thing. Oh, my poor computer! It just can't do it! As this guy deflects literally all my bullets. But not Snake's bullets. A gun with one bullet. Yep. Whew.
Fortune. It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one. And no matter how...
So this woman, early on in the game, Vamp meets up with her when he steals the briefcase that has the launch codes, and you see all these soldiers just shooting her, and every bullet that even looks like it's gonna hit her then veers off, and nothing can hit her, and everyone's convinced that she's so lucky that no bullets can actually hit her. And she also has like a electric rail gun or something. Like that's what she's hauling around there with her. Walking G around D with an M16. Yeah.
How hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead.
Oh, you actually see the body armor on me.
I got it right here.
I never noticed that before.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Snake Eater! As I'm climbing the ladder.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days.
Ah,
Or is
yes,
it
back
one
in
of
the old
S3
country.
Plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real. No more games, Raiden. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now.
Oh my god! Metal Gears! Oh, and a blue one, and a green one, and a yellow one?
But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Okay. Well, we do have some means to fight this. Oh, that hurts. Come on. Come on. There we go. We'll dodge these ones and then try to hit them. Oh, crap. Where's our body armor? There we go. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, now it's getting personal. Okay, we got the one. Did we get it? Okay. I think we did. But we got, like, almost no health here. Oh, and it just got replaced by a different one. Yay! Different one. Oh, my God. There's a whole... In the background, there's a whole row of them. That, I didn't think they'd send all 25. Foolish me. Nope, that's it. That's that. Oh,
Raiden,
man.
Respond. Raiden!
I also don't think they make you fight off all 25. But it's, they make you fight off enough of them. Dodging so many missiles. Oh my God. No! I don't think we have any rations either. Oh, no, we do. Good. Oh, God! Jesus Christ! Oh, we're bleeding, I think. Oh, no, I guess not. Curb stomping you, yup. Metal Gear Tactics, let's curb stomp them. Oh, shit! Oh, boy! Ah, jeez! And that one that's on there has had no health for like 5 minutes.
Right?
I even
Right?
shot him again and he still didn't leave. He's like, nah, I'm good. No, I was facing the wrong way. Jeez, they just don't let up, do they? Okay, so this one has no health, but it's still here and taking shots. Okay, I think he's leaving. Oh, jeez. I like how if I hit him multiple times, it does not register. Though I am starting to learn that there's a trick. If you shoot them in the knee and then shoot them in the face, they take critical damage. Oh, I thought this one was called Rose for some reason. Get away from it, or it curb stomps me. I don't know how many of these I'm supposed to take out. I can't even remember which direction we were facing when we started. Or if I have any rations. Okay. Ah, that was dumb. Tried to go for that headshot. Oh, there's some rations in the middle. Jeez. Oh my God.
Are you all right? Raiden? Raiden!
Okay, well, we've learned that you can critically shoot him if you hit him in the knee first, you know, air to the knee and such. Oh God! Laid down for some reason. No time for a nap, Raiden. You got Metal Gears to destroy. No, 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 no. I was gonna say, where are the other ones? They're suspiciously, like, not attacking me. There we go, we took that one out quick. God damn it. Oh, another ration in the middle. Jeez, now with the killer death beams? Take a missile to the knee. Okay. Oh. Feels like I did take out 25. I mean, I know I didn't, but oh man.
I expected a little more fight than that, Jack.
Olga out of nowhere.
So you decided to show yourself.
Olga, don't do this. They'll know.
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see.
The baby.
So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Oh, the old switcheroo. Aw, cheeky bastard, pull out a gun too. Showing off too, no less.
Live! You have to.
Olga!
I like how the gun is like a fully automatic, like submachine gun, but he fires only one bullet.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off.
No, the Metal Gears aren't responding.
What's wrong with it?
GW, it's out of control.
Virus is finally doing its thing. It's tweaking out.
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Emergency ascent. Not usually the direction things go in an emergency.
Stupid machines!
Oh, sure. When I do it, it takes like 8 Stinger missiles. For him, it's just a couple of bullets. Bullets made out of the same thing that plot armor is made out of.
Damn the Patriots!
Good thing I was just kneeling there waiting and didn't do anything to stop him or defend myself.
I
captured Snake.
Oh, game's chugging.
Snake?
Bring him in.
Save? Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
I'm not your son, guy. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. I can't hit this fast enough. Oh, my God.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the
Metal Gear wrecked him? Damn near killed him.
I'm no philanthropist.
How you doing, Buddha?
Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without
my
support,
poor computer.
Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots. They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Big surprise.
But your plan
Hope you're having a good night, Buddha.
with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Oh.
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Here
Everything
comes
you've
the
done here has been
the double, triple, octagonal cross.
Exercise. The
I've
S3
lost
plan was
track of how
conceived as
many
a means to
betrayals
produce
and
soldiers
anti-betrayals
on par
and
with
twists are
Solid
going
Snake.
on.
That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel.
Okay, this is where you got to really pay attention. If I remember right, you got to pay attention at this part. If you guys weren't already.
Orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker.
This is, I think, the
I
biggest
arranged
twist.
for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people.
Oh.
A sort of examiner.
Sorry to hear that,
we hired
Buddha.
to test the boy's
Hope you'll be
progress
okay.
before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was...
So if you missed it, what they just explained here is that they are essentially this whole operation, everything since the tanker incident 2 years ago has all been an elaborate orchestration to try to recreate a scenario that could recreate someone with Snake's skills. And Raiden is the one that's been put through it. And they have orchestrated this so that all the events of the game coincide with the events of what happened in the first game. Their intention with this is to create a program, like a simulation from the data from here, so that they could put any typical soldier through it, and they'll come out of the program being just as skilled as Solid Snake, and they could then create their own army of Solid Snake level skilled soldiers. And it's one of those things where it's like, once you know that's the twist, you see everything completely different. You see how the boss fights that you've been going throughout the game, everything that you've been doing was in the original Metal Gear as well. The fight, even like the layout of some areas are exactly the same as they were in the first game. The boss fight with Fat Man, the bomb guy, is to simulate the fight with Raven. And you notice that with how all of the shipping containers were listed on the top to create rows, like when you fought him. The fight with Vamp is supposed to emulate Psycho Mantis. And everything that's been happening is it's all parallel with the first game. The only thing they didn't plan for was that the real Solid Snake would show up somewhere in here.
Just a part of their project?
So you like to play Castlevania, that's
you
right.
know, Lady Luck, you have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your dead cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused.
Now, I talked earlier about how like these games are really good for emulating like future technology. Or that's our today technology, but back then, it would have been considered future. I think the one big oopsie in that is this, in how it's like, oh yeah, you have a machine on you that deflects bullets with electromagnetism. Bullets are made out of lead. That does not conduct. It's not magnetic. You can't deflect bullets with magnets. That's not real. It is impossible. That's one of that is actually just science fiction nonsense, but it works for the story, so we forgive it.
You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No.
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, was your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
That doesn't exist. That's not real. Now this is, Oh, that's not it.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Grabbing the tentacles and launching the missiles out of it.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
Convenient.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune! You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Take all the missiles.
Everybody down!
Oh, that's the worst. It's both doing it in slow-mo in the game and chugging because of my machine.
What the? Impossible!
Both at the same time.
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead.
Laser? Question mark? Laser!
No!
Oh, there's that right arm. It's going nutso.
No! No, not now!
Brothers!
Liquid!
That damn liquid snake.
I've been waiting for this! It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go,
I like how he
have a
says
family
chose,
matter
like he
to settle
chose who
with
chopped
both
off his
of you.
arm after he died.
There's room for only one snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
I was really worried for a second the computer froze. Would not surprise me if my computer crashed any second from having to do this.
Hey, Snake! You coming?
Yeah! Metal Gear!
Snake!
My God, he's gonna crash into that bridge. Oh, he's gonna skirt just under it? Ooh, that's pretty slick. Now watch. Skirts under the bridge so it's unharmed. Shoots a missile backwards to take it out anyway. Okay. I know what's coming up here. So, I do have to push these ads through. I'm going to push these ads through, do a stand and stretch, and then when I get back, I think we're going to wrap up this game. I'm pretty sure we are at the final fight here. So I'll leave you guys with the AFK screen and some tunes, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey, at least the chest didn't give you 20 gold and act like that's a reward. Give you 20 gold and act like that's treasure. Okay, you guys ready to see the end to Metal Gear Solid 2? We're in the final boss fight here. Let's we're about to wrap this up.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Good old 6 p.m. coffee.
Today.
April 30th?
That's 20 days after, or that's 10 days after my birthday. That's right.
George Washington took
My
office as
birthday's
the
April
first president
20th.
of the United
I'm a
States of
420
America
baby.
200 years ago today, and it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Right? Of me proudly not smoking any of the devil's cabbage.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack.
I mean, maybe I'm just weird, right? I'm already like smoking pot weird, just because I was born. It's that way permanently for life.
The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child.
Strong Doc Ock vibes, right?
But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles, cloned from our father with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort.
The stock footage that they use when they can't think of anything else.
When the torch is passed on from parent
I mean, this is literally, I think it's like ripples in water.
DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
Oh, name drop. Roll credits.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Right. So we figured out, right, that the Colonel isn't actually a real person. The Colonel is an AI program that you talk to, and it like feeds you data and all that. One of the things that you can do early in the game to try to figure out something's not right with this guy, the Colonel never blinks. If you look at all the actual people, they blink all the time. They blink all the time in here. The Colonel never blinks. His eyes always stare off straightforward.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures,
I agree with the ick.
symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
And
Right.
boy, were they right.
Our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given
Funny
more
how this
respect than
game
the
is
privacy of
always
their
relevant to
victims.
current political
Although there are people
events.
suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone
Seems
grows
like
up
it doesn't
being
matter
told the
when
same
you play
thing.
this game. It's
Be nice
relevant to
to other
current
people.
events.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility.
Well, they didn't do a very good job of
Just as in
stopping it.
genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost?
Right?
Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
People
Leaving
take
behind in an
convenient or
instant
pleasant
the
truth
so-called
or
truth you once
pleasant
embraced.
lies over the
Should
truth.
someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
I like how the skull comes up on his face when he says that.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them?
It's his fabulous hair.
It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember
Fabulous
what they
hair and
were
his ability to
and pay
hide his
for it
junk.
daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective
We engineered a scenario where you would die 200 times holding your junk.
Time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death
Nanomachines, son!
Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
I love how they framed that so that the skull was smiling.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Added twist!
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil.
Oh my God!
And your worst enemy. Why? Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Good throw. Frank is the perfect reaction to any plot twist. Facts.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they've formed.
Nanomachines, son.
Brace yourself.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, do I have other weapons? Nope. I do still have other things, though. Okay. Oh. Get up. No, I hit the wrong button! Turns out I decided to just unalive myself instead. Damn. I hit the wrong button and just unalived myself. Okay. There's a ration here in the corner. Oh, that can't be good. Oh. Oh, that's cheating. I totally cut him first.
What's wrong with you?
Baseball bat, yeah. Oh, computer can't handle it. It's too rad. Go.
Take this.
No. Go. That's some Doc Ock shit right there. No, I'm burning.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
He's gonna start cheating. Oh, he dropped the tentacles.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your codename, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Rose's eyes keep rolling back into her skull.
Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Really wish he wouldn't light me on fire. There we go.
Take this.
No, I won't. I refuse. We almost got him.
Let's go. Over here.
No, thank you. Ow.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, did we get him? I think that's it. I think we just did it, boys. Oh, here's the cut. Just gives you a big middle finger. Double deuces. Good thing there weren't a whole bunch of civilians there to die from the giant ship just crashing into there. Oh, look, here they all are now. That guy's arm just phased through his shoulder bag.
Knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories.
Right? This is what I was talking about earlier. All the stock footage they had to come up with because they didn't know what else to put. I think the only one there that was like really lined up was when he was talking about faith and they showed the church, right? Like that's the only part of that that makes a little sense.
Tags.
Hey, there's my name on it. It actually had my name on it, Rodeo.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
No, those are mine, you prick!
They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
Laid them all along.
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first.
And he does many things.
People you need to talk to.
He crushes many spines in his future. An incalculable a number of spines. Now it's Rose, the real Rose, we think. I don't even know at this point. At this point, I'm starting to believe it might be Sean Wayans. Oh, there's the parrot.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
Crush!
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Oh yeah, she's preggers. Forgot that part. Crush 'em!
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Or it's the anniversary of the day, but all throughout the game she was like, Jack, do you know what tomorrow is? Like it's some huge significant event. And it's the anniversary of when they first met.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
Anniversary of stock
He said
footage.
all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing that goes
Right.
on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA.
It very much
It's up
feels to
us
me like
to
they
teach
couldn't
that to our
they
children.
couldn't come up
What
with
kind of
something,
things?
so they
Our
just came up with
environment,
something.
Our ideas, our culture,
They couldn't come up with a real bit of footage to show there.
passion,
Or they didn't want to animate it, or
joy.
actually,
We'll tell
what wouldn't surprise me at all, because this is how Kojima is, it wouldn't surprise me if he wanted to animate this, like have them talking or do something with it. And he never liked what they came up with, right? He liked the audio, he liked the story, he didn't like the animations that they were doing. And he was like, you know what? Let's just put some stock footage on it because we're running out of time. But I agree. He might have had a case of the fuckets when it came to finding like the perfect stuff to show for this conversation. Or, because this is also how Kojima is, it could have very well just came to him in a dream. He could have been all like, I saw the scene in a dream and it was just a bunch of people walking around while we're talking about people and what they pass on. Because he's also weird like that. But I agree. Taking this at face value, I also don't like the stock footage.
This is for your ears only.
Like me, I would have rather have seen, even better than this, I would have rather have seen like Jack and Rose, they're in like a loving embrace of each other, and you get like some pans, like some various angles of them talking, like their heads are next to each other, but like the camera angle, we see him talking here, different angle, we see her talking here, and we see different angles of the people walking around them. Because maybe they want footage of people, because part of this is like, oh, what do you pass on? So to do that, do what I just said, like show their various faces at the angles when they're talking to each other, but then show like the people walking around them, right? That could be part of it too. That's just my thought. Instead of this lame ass stock footage. That could have been anything. Like if I cut and showed someone that last 20 seconds we just saw and asked them to name, like, what game is this from? They'd have no clue. They'd be all like, there's some sort of like jazz music going on. Is it some game about jazz music? Or what I think is New York. It's not New York. I don't think so, at least. No, actually, it might be. I'm not sure. I don't know. It might be New York. Actually, fun thing, there was a credit just above there of, like, map design, and it had Hideo Kojima's name as the only person on it. When Kojima was planning the original Metal Gear Solid, and it could have happened for the other games as well, but I know for Metal Gear Solid 1, when he was planning out the maps, he did it with Lego. He would have, like, bits of Lego for the map design, and then he would use his imagination to just, like, project onto the Lego what he wanted there. And anytime that, people wanted reference, he'd refer him to the Lego. And he would build the map with Lego. Legit. True story. I mean, it's hilarious. I think it's also genius. Because you could just take a piece of Lego, you could just take this building and just put it right there. You could take this wall and just put it right there. Without needing, fancy 3D modeling to do everything, you could just move the Lego where you want it. Now, the follow-up to that is that, actually, I'll just keep talking. The follow-up to that is he needs to then be able to explain to others what his Lego design is, so that they understand it, right? He can't just hand them a bunch of Lego and say, okay, this is your map, and then leave it at that. He has to be able to explain, you know, this is the building, this is where they're going to come sneaking up, this is where you're going to go, this is where the camera will be. He needs to be able to explain that so that they understand too. Right. And it seems obvious, right? But like, the skill of being able to do that is something I had to learn. You know, I'm pretty good at it myself because I'm a pretty vocal guy, but that's part of what I do in game development. Like, in game development, I would be that guy who listens to Kojima and then is like, okay, I understand your vision. I will now ensure that everyone in all departments shares that vision. And then I have to explain it to them using the Lego. It's not just, oh, make Lego all day, which would be a pretty rad job too, right?
Why can't each of us in the world ever see the best things in life are free? Little sounds of laughter, a warm hug, a smile, a kiss from you.
And in reverse of that too, I give all that information to the people in the various departments. Those people in those departments then come back to me and be all like, yeah, okay, so we had issues with the programming of the camera in this spot, and they'll like point to the Lego. And then it's my job then to like take that information and the information from the artists and the map designers, gather that all up, take it back to the head guy, to Kojima, and then I would explain they're having these issues and see what he thinks. Salami Studios. That's where they recorded this. Good old Salami Studios. I'm gonna make my own professional recording studio. Oh yeah? What are you gonna call it? Big BLT and ham and chicken ranch sandwich. Attractive Action Club. That's the name of the motion capture. The actors, I should say, sorry. Now this is big, actually, the movie unit, because Kojima, he wants to be a movie director. Like, everyone knows that now, right? But that's sort of where his auteurness comes from, is the fact that he wants to direct movies, but makes video games, and blends the two together, right? Package unit. Basically the guys who made the box and the instruction booklet. Not a lot of those getting hired these days. These days it's like one artist, one graphic designer who designs the cover, and then has 5 bosses who tell him how to change it every day. I know, I also miss game manuals. Oh, we're at the Dolby Digital credits. That's how you know we're at the end of the credits, when they start talking about audio. Yeah, showing the big names one last time.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more
I
than
have
just
physical
DNA.
maps. They're in the corner of the room right there. I'm
Through
looking right at them.
Music, literature, and movies. What we've seen, heard, felt. Anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch.
More stock footage,
and let
yep.
our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about mankind dying, so just show like some stock footage of nature or something. I don't know. Put a squirrel. Throw a squirrel in there. Squirrels will inhabit the earth.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
What a twist! Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh my God!
So in just under 11 hours with 7 saves, 26 continues, 33 alert mode. So we got seen 33 times. 44 rations used, 111 people killed. And I think they give you a rating based on an animal. Oh, that's what this is. It used to be that, well, let's see if it's still up. Why not? It used to be that you could take this code and you would take it to this Konami Japan, you know, and then it would tell you basically your rating of how you did on the game. Remember, back in 2001, this was pretty keen. You know, these days we're sick of having to do this kind of stuff because they wouldn't just let us go there. They'd want us to give them our email and our blood type, social security. Let's see if this did I spell that right? I did spell that right, but it sent me to a dummy site. So I guess the site's down. No way to check it now. We'll never know what our animal-based rating is. 32 of those times are being naked with Raiden, right? Okay, here's our rewards. We get the digital camera. We get the digital camera. That's it. We didn't earn anything else. We got 2 digital cameras. They sent us home. And that, my friends, is Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, oh yeah, and it gives you a new, different opening screen. Because when you did this the first time, it was Snake there, right? Because they didn't want to, reveal that it's actually Raiden that you play as for most of the game. There we go. That is Metal Gear Solid 2. So, let's take a look here. We got a poll going. The poll is up right now for what game we're going to play next. And then that'll be the game that we play. Jeez, I can't remember my own schedule. Friday, I think. Yeah. So the poll right now. Oh, we got a tie, actually. We have a tie on the poll right now between Police Knots and Dark Cloud to be the next game that we go to tackle. If it is still a tie by the time Thursday night happens, I'll do as I've done in the past. I will show my nieces the covers to both games, give them no context whatsoever, and ask them to pick. That's what I've done to decide tiebreakers in the past. Oh, that was your work, Disco? Yeah, I see that. You're the one who added the second Dark Cloud vote. Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap this up here for tonight. This was great. Reminder to those who wanted us, like, originally the first poll had Metal Gear Solid 3 on it as well. But I heard from a friend, I think that friend might have been Memory Carp, that one of the great tricks to do as a streamer is when a remake, especially if you're a retro streamer, is when a remake of a game comes out, if you're not going to play the remake, play the original, because there's a lot of people who get nostalgic for the original, and it can be a really good way to get new viewers in. So we're going to be doing that with Metal Gear Solid 3 when Metal Gear Solid, I think they call it Delta or something like that. When that comes out later this year, we'll play Metal Gear Solid 3. In the meantime, though, I told you, it looks like it's either going to be Dark Cloud or Police Knots that we tackle next on here. So, in the meantime, though, tomorrow is more Dragon Quest VIII. I've been working on Shadow Hearts from the New World. I've been doing like the level grinding. I think I got my guys, they're somewhere around level 60 right now. And, I'll do some more of that tomorrow and the next day. My goal is to get it set up so that on Thursday, I think, is when we'll be playing it again for the last time, which is crazy. Thursday afternoon stream, I'm going to try to get it set up so that we can try to do that last boss fight at the end of Purgatory and then go to fight Lady after that. As far as I know, that fight with Lady is the last fight. Like, there isn't like a secret second or third fight after that. They are the last boss of the game. And then we'll have tackled all of Shadow Hearts. I still can't believe it. In the meantime, though, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you, everyone, for being here so that we could play, Metal Gear Solid 2. It's fantastic. Let's find someone to raid to. I will see you guys next time.
Yeehaw, baby, well that's our show. We play retro games, but it's time to blow. Saddle up, partner, it's time to change the view. Time to dance at a different venue. Pixelated lands where the cowboys roam. We're shooting for high scores, never going home. With a quick draw, a controller in hand, we're the wildest raiders in all the land. The night is young, we're on the run. Old school fun, and we're second to none. But the sun is setting, it's time to call. Grab your posse, it's time for the raid, y'all. Riding into the raid on a digital horse. Retro heroes, raid with no remorse. Press start, let's make a little noise. Get ready, get set, let's bring the boys. Riding into the raid, let the wild ones play. We're coming in style in our cowboy way. The stream's about to blow, hold tight, it's fate. We're coming in hot and we're raising the stakes. Scores, we don't really mind. In this pixel paradise, we're one of a kind. From the saloon to the digital frontier, we're shooting our shots, bring a raid near. Retro legends in the stream tonight. Bosses, power-ups, and dynamite. So grab your gear, partner, it's going down. We're taking this pose into another town. The night is young, we're on the run. Old school fun, and we're second to none. But the sun is setting, it's time to call. Grab your posse, it's time for the raid, y'all. Riding into the raid on a digital horse. Retro heroes, we're back with no remorse. Press start, let's make a little noise. Get ready, get set, let's bring the boys. Riding into the raid, let the wild ones play. We're coming for that land in our cowboy way. The stream's about to blow, hold tight, it's fate. We're coming in.
Okay. Twitch was being really weird and not loading up, so I have to pick someone out of the raid action. So we're gonna make it nice and easy. We are going to raid to Memory Carp. He's a friend of the stream. He is apparently doing his last stream for Final Fantasy VIII. So that's highly appropriate, I think. We'll raid into him just as soon as Twitch stops being dumb. But, you know, good luck with that. Also, Disco, the first Dynasty Warriors is actually a fighting game. Dynasty Warriors 1 is nothing at all like the rest of the Dynasty Warriors games. Okay, let's hit that raid. I'll catch you guys next time.